Our posts back here are 6.5 inch. All right, so first off, let's just address the whole pig situation. We're not 100% sure. I can't say without a doubt that we're going to be getting pigs. What I can tell you is that there is a group just to the south of us in a different smaller town who is raising all different breeds of pigs, and we've just been put on a wait list for 2 of them. We're asking for 1 boar and 1 sow. So Chrissy has been on me for the last year or so now. I keep telling her about how I want to do this and how I want to do that, but we're not really ready. So we're kind of like, you know, throwing our hat in the ring here. We are going to be 100% ready. When the pigs come, they'll have somewhere to go. Last week, I got the area all cleaned up to the side of my shed and went in, kind of measured everything off and squared up my corners to make it the most efficient. And I just kind of put some T-posts right there to kind of symbol where it's going to be at. The dimensions are 16 by 16. The reason I came up to that conclusion is not because that's probably like the most adequate amount of space for the pigs, but the hog panels that they sell at Tractor Supply, they come in 16-foot sections. So instead of us having to trim, cut, or do anything like that, we're just going to stick with 16-foot dimensions. Slap the hog panels up, get them tied off to T-posts around here, and then back over here in this corner, what I want to do is get a gate, which I'll probably build that gate also, like we built the gates around the dog run area. This is not going to be a permanent housing for them. I want to work on getting a pig barn on the other side of the property set up. Our posts back behind me here are 3.5 inches round by 6.5 feet tall. So for our gate posts that we're going to be putting in, or what we're going to be using them for, I want to do about 2.5 foot deep, and we're not going to concrete them since in the future they're going to be coming right back up. You go down to right about where you're standing, and then just lift up on the top of it. Get this thing in the middle. That's probably good right there. Let it go. what you left at me. I think that'll be okay, but I want to get just more staples.
More staples to put in.
I'll
fill in.
I'll just fill in the rest. Go look at it down there for me. Should that T-post be moved, or you think we can deal with it right there? It's a little bit smaller.
Like, you mean bring it out?
Here, you know what? Let's change it up. Let's put this one here first.
So set this one first.
Yeah, let's do this one first, because if these T-posts have to move, we'll at least be moving them out that way.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. So
Because if I got one that's over, and then I have a second one that's over, they're going to be jamming into each other. We're going to have to cut one. I just don't want to cut any of these. Okay. So let's just I'll pull mine out and just bring it around. You just follow me. Oh, I'm sorry. You go first. You go towards Kendall. Yep.
Then it'll go in front of this T-post.
It'll go behind. Yeah. I'm sorry. Yeah. Just like that. T-post will go behind.
I think right now I'm good. I have mommy, I have daddy, and I have the fence. Didn't get it in time.
All right, let's hold this moment. I'm gonna try to stand this one up.
Okay.
And set it up in there so we can get an idea of where that needs to go.
Okay.
Because I think actually both of those corners can probably come out, but at least I know how long this one is now. So let's put it right in the middle of this cell right here.
Right there.
Yeah, that's good. Can you hand me the camera, Kendall? And then you know that fence post driver that's over there?
It's got like 2 handles on it. It's circular. It's gray, I think.
Right there.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can pick.
You got it? You got it.
Come on, pick it up. You don't got to carry it far. You're not the one that has to do the work. There you go. You got it. You're a strong girl.
Got it.
Good job.
Tip it down just a little bit. Okay. Let it go. All right, so for these corners, we're putting those fence tie wraps. I can't remember what you call them, but we're running those down on the actual T-posts. In the middle, I want to come back with some like a heavier gauge steel wire, and I want to try to weave these corners in. So this corner and then the other corner over there will be tied together in case they do try to push up in through here. And these are 7-foot T-posts. We didn't buy these for this project. We just had these kind of laying around. So if you think they're too tall, they probably are in reality. If you want to come back later with something this tall and put like a high net, like electric net, or a couple strands of electric fence, these would be perfect. But I think in real life scenario, a 4-foot or 4.5, 5-foot T-post would probably be perfect for this hog panel. So let's take some time talking about exactly what we got coming to the property here. The 2 pigs we got are going to be hopefully Duroc. That's kind of what we're shooting for, what we're on a waiting list to get. So it's the Duroc breed, which is the more reddish looking pigs. I'm kind of a fan of those. I can't really give you any information as to why I like them more than the others. I just think that they look more appealing. I think Berkshire is kind of what is highly sought after in the auction. I think they go for a higher price, as well as like a blue butt. I think that breed tends to be a little bit more valuable in the eye of the bidder. But in this case, I'm just really partial to the red pigs. So 1 male, 1 female. The goal is going to be to raise both of them up. The female, the sow, we're going to raise her up to where she's mature enough to breed. And then we're probably going to look into some sort of artificial insemination, genetics online, get something ordered when she's ready. The male, which we're probably going to castrate if he isn't already, that goal is just going to be to raise him up alongside so that she has a partner to grow with, someone else in the pen. So, you know, we can't just have one, we got to have 2. And when it comes time for him, when he reaches the optimum size, we're going to send him to the processor and give some meat out and kind of test it as to cuts and kind of how we want it, you know, certain grinds and that kind of stuff, just kind of figure all this out. So we're taking a very, very small approach, dipping our toe into it. And I think that's really the best way instead of going whole hog, pardon the pun. Let's get a look here at this pen. So got all our posts in here, all the way around. And I set my second wood post. I didn't do that earlier. We didn't catch that on camera, but these are real nice in. They're about 4 foot out of the ground. We're gonna build probably either tube steel or it's gonna be an angle iron gate like what we did for our dog pen. And then I'll kind of follow the slats and the spacing, or how it's like smaller spacing on the bottom. And then I'll probably do a little bit more open ones, maybe a couple vertical to break it up. But probably do hinges on this side, just so if we are trying to sort them, we can open it up here and kind of trap them against the shed. So probably hinges on that side, and then I'll just do a chain. I'll wrap around and link it across there, across the gate. The pig house, my whole idea was to take this real big pallet back here, and I was going to use that as our back wall, and then take 2 shorter pallets and put them up on the side, and then just build a roof over the top of it, so you got 3 walls, protection from wind and sun protection. The big one is just a little too tall than the other 2. Instead of fighting with that, I'm thinking with the shed roof being here, all that water is going to come down off the roof, land here, and with the slope, it's probably going to run across this direction. This is where the house was planned on being built at. So I'm thinking we'll just lay this down as a floor, and I'll come in and fill these gaps up so that give them a nice stable floor. And then I'll get a few more of these pallets. I'll build a sidewall, and then we'll put 2 on the back side here, and I think that will give us our 3-sided walls and then metal roof down the back. So kind of put a little bit of a wrinkle into our day, which is fine. I've got more things to do. We're gonna call it quits for this video. It wasn't really a whole lot entertaining, but it really feels good to get to this point. And the girls did a good job, including Mom. She helped out a lot. So anyways, thank you guys for watching the video. We hope to see y'all again in the very near future.